let Ange know that I'm beyond the whirlpool. She was concerned about that. So here's a good shot of where that whirlpool might be. That water gets kicked over this way. It's got nowhere to go, so it starts circling around. If it's strong enough, doubles back on itself, creates that whirlpool. 8 miles to go and a little flow. Poet and didn't know it. All right, lunch is served. Not actually. I'm gonna put the water in there and then paddle down the river more, because it has to absorb for 10 or 15 minutes. So that way I can keep paddling and then find another bank to pull up on, maybe even with some shade down here. We shall see. 8 miles to go to the Ohio River, that is. So just about to get out of here. And I was thinking about this portage. It said portage left or right. Now if you go left, obviously you can get up on that embankment over there and just go underneath the bridges and put back in. But on the right, I don't know how you would portage that. You'd have to go up that hill on the other side and back down it onto this side. It'd be interesting to see this when the waters are high and it is creating that whirlpool, because it comes in, obviously hits there, gets washed back around. When it's flowing hard enough, that water that's coming down from that center, it busts against that and spins back around. What is this? Look at that. There's people down here running on the banks with ATVs. That's kind of crazy. I don't know what the legality of all that is. But time for me to move on. Kingfisher won't sing me a song. Will not sing me a song. Sing me a song on the kayak, man. Sing me a song today, because I've been pedaling, heading down the Ohio way. Well, I am at the spot where the Whitewater River comes in to the Great Miami. There's all kinds of people here, so there must be a whole lot of access to it. And 26.4 in, so 3.6 miles up from the Ohio River. No, 32 was the Ohio River, right? What city am I even in? Dun, dun, dun. Past Cleves. Maybe it's still Cleves. City limits, I don't know. The Whitewater River. 26, so 6.6 miles to the Ohio. 317. I did make that that Route 50 bridge before 2:30, so that's a pretty good estimate of time. And I'm hoping to get to the Ohio River before 5:30. I don't know if that'll be possible or not, but between 5:30 and 6. So just finishing this Mountain House meal, and 4.6 miles away from the Ohio River. Got some good water right now, good flowing. I don't know if it'll stay that way, and not too worried about it, whether it does or it doesn't. guess it's finally starting to sink in. I mean, this started years ago with just wanting to get out on an actual river and see what being on a river was like compared to just flat water paddling. And it's been absolutely magical. Kind of trying to take the last bit real slow and just soak in every little thing I pass, every bird I see, every sound I hear. I just heard my little kingfisher. Alright, I could lay here and just daydream about all the past adventures, but get back in the boat and finish these last few miles of the last of the 3 connections. So I just saw a bald eagle, and I wonder if that was the last exciting thing I see before I hit the river. When I hit the Ohio last year, there was a coyote that was, or a coyote, depends on who's talking. It was right at the final bend. Now I'm still like 3 miles from the river, so hopefully there's something else very cool to give me some farewell viewing. My pace is slow now. Just trying to soak it all in. Nice breeze through the trees. Plane somewhere far off in the distance, but the view is beautiful. So this last little bit here, last few miles, weaves, actually, I'm in Indiana right now, and when I come up here and follow this bend to the left, I will cross back into Ohio, and then I think I do that one more time before I actually hit the river. Yeah, I go Indiana, back in Ohio, back in Indiana, back in Ohio, then drop in the water, in the river, the Ohio River. Man, a lot of planes. I haven't heard this many planes in the entire day. So I've just been floating, pretty much just letting the current carry me. It's a 1 mile per hour flow. I've got plenty of time. I wanted to make that takeout between 5:30 and 6, and I'll probably get there closer to 5. But I started thinking, what's next? Not like where else am I going to paddle, but what's next in this whole following water saga. So I know, obviously, upload the footage, get that chopped into 15-minute segments to put on the channel, finish writing the book, and then I don't know whether I will publish it through Amazon, self-edit it, maybe have someone help me do that. But the only thing I'm sure of for the book is I want to make it available to underprivileged children. At a minimum, I'd like to put it in the libraries of schools that don't have the resources and finances that other schools might. junior high, probably. I'd like to see what I can do to actually make copies available to kids that want to put it on their shelf, hold on to it, inspire them to look outside and enjoy this beautiful world around us. Get off the concrete and out into nature, because we can find a little bit of it anywhere. I mean, we're really blessed with parks that aren't too far from almost anywhere. I feel like I'm out in a cabin. It's where a lot of my musings and ponderings take place. So glad I have at least this setting here to finish off the paddle. I don't know what the very end of the river is going to be as far as the trees and the riparian zone and the lack of roads and bridges. Glad I had this opportunity here to collect my thoughts before I paddle on, just in case I don't find another spot to do that. I was hoping I could hear my cardinal before I start paddling again, or hear my kingfisher again before I start paddling. That cardinal's the one that keeps singing out. There's a wood thrush. Wish I could have got that Merlin app turned on at those birds that nested in that bank of mud, but I will look that up and find that out. Alright, and why I'm musing, if you're watching these videos, I think if you're subscribed, you'll get a notification when the book comes out. The book goes into a whole lot more than is actually captured on the video. So hopefully, oh, that's an idea. Maybe I could do like a buy one, donate one special. I mean, I don't need to put the videos on to make money or write the book to make money. And I think that's an excellent idea. I just had to be quiet for a moment to think about it. Yes, anybody that buys one of the books, then they could sponsor the book that goes into a library. Ooh, I like that. All right, I'm gonna have to talk to Angie and have her help me think this through. It's always a good thing to bounce it off of her, because I come up with these crazy ideas. But that's why she calls me a dreamer. But that's not all bad, because there's one heck of a big dream just about to come true in a few miles from now.